Hey, welcome back, Global Thespians, to the channel, The Kevin E, and the library known as Q-Tips. Yes, I'm Kevin E. West, veteran television actor, and also the founder of the award-winning business organization, the Actors Network, which always bear in mind, I started way back in 1991. So I've been doing this for a while. Now, today, this particular piece of content is called You Gotta Know. And no, I'm not going to reference something from Clint Eastwood in a movie that's way too old for most of the people watching this. But to the point of what today's about, what I want you to understand and not necessarily learn, but absorb. I'm going to say that word a lot throughout stuff because I'm not necessarily trying to teach you about aspects that are related to just you. However, we're not selling a widget. You know, I got the pencil in the ear all the time. These are inanimate objects, right? But as you would find in my book, if you went to kevinewest.com and got it, the truth of the matter is we are indeed products for sale, but we happen to be human products, y'all. So there are a lot of human elements that I talk about, which is why a really good percentage of the very first part of the several vids I'm going to be putting out to you aren't necessarily instructional per se, but they're absolutely concepts, ideas, and a certain amount of philosophy and psychology that I want you to absorb as we go down this road. And there's a reason for that, because it's going to affect how you pursue this career and also how you react to this profession. Pursue career, react to the profession, okay? And today is about me wanting you to spend some time making sure that you know you with regards to the desire to be an actor. Again, I'm not discussing being an influencer. It could apply to a degree to musicians, but musicians still get something to play, or they use an instrument known as their voice. We have to use our minds, all of this, to do what it is we do, because the truth of the matter is, you can act for fun. No one ever said you had to get a headshot and go after film and television or commercials or voiceovers or be a host on a magazine show or any of those things globally. Doesn't matter where you live. None of this will ever matter where you live. No one said you had to do that. But when you do some of this stuff for dollars, I'm sharing with you, you need to know why. So what we're doing today is getting you guys to look at yourself quietly and know why it is you want to choose to do this for money, and understand that within that and within this library that I'm creating for all these years that I've done this with my peers going all the way back to 91, I don't know you. We haven't met yet, and there's a very good chance we may never meet. Now, there may be some people who are watching this that I do know. Maybe I've even had a beer with them. I could have even dated them. That is actually possible. But the truth of the matter is, I'm probably not ever going to get a chance to meet you. And so I don't have any judgment at all about why you would choose to do this for a living. Not at all. That's your choice. But what I am sharing with you is when you set the show part of show business aside and we use all of our history for that to make a character special, when it comes to the business part that I'm spending time with you on and working with you with, yes, your childhood, your faith, your education, your lifestyle, the geographical location you came from, those things come into play with the business of show business. They just do. It's not my fault. It's just a fact. And in my humble opinion, this profession is affected more by our background more than any other profession on the planet, bar none. Even when you're a musician, even if you're an athlete, certain things may motivate you, but they don't necessarily control or hinder you learning the discipline to do that well. But dealing with the business of show business as a human, we're completely fallible to all of our insecurities, the mindset, our belief system, our ideology. We're completely vulnerable to all of those things. And that's why it matters. So my life experience has told me that basically people choose to act for money for one of four reasons. Doesn't mean it's you, but I'm just sharing with you one of four reasons. One is nepotism. You were just born into it. Happens all the time in Hollywood. No big deal. It's great. Number two is where a lot of people tend to be, which is me, which is you just have a serious passion for performing and you decided you wanted to try and turn it into a career. You're just an artistic goofball, and that's what I am, and that's why I call us the good crazy. Number three, and I'm completely fine with it, remember I said no judgment, is you just want to win the lottery. I know a lot of people. I've been in LA a long time. I've traveled around the world and spoken. A lot of times people are just, they feel, they're in the right place at the right time. They had a certain background. Maybe they look a certain way and they get a picture done and they really are just kind of like, yeah, what the heck? Give it a shot. Lottery ticket. I have no issue with that as long as you know that. As long as you know where that's at. And then there's what I call number four, which is the accidental actor. It's somebody who may have been in the public eye in a way, like an athlete, or somebody who may have been a really well-known expert at something who wound up on camera a lot, or even somebody who had been in journalism or the news that crossed over into being a performer. It's not bad or good, but it's not a complete change, but you didn't really start out in any way, shape, form, or fashion to be an actor. So those are my four, and if yours is outside of that, that's cool too. I just want you to know why it is you do this for money. And there's a reason for it, because there's a lot of stuff to this profession. And when I don't know you and I don't know your reason, what I can't do, and that's what I mostly want you to understand about the content that you're going to get from me, Kevin E. West, longtime veteran, hugely credited, and also the founder of the Actors Network, is you get it all, because I can't miss anything. You get the baseline 100% blueprint. You may use 80% of it early on, 20% of it later. You may go 20, 80, 90, 10, 10, 90, 50, 50. I don't know. What's cool about this is it has a theme to it, it has a flow to it, but it's also a sum of its parts, and you can compartmentalize it. But there is a reason why the first 10, 15, 20, 30 videos you see here aren't necessarily me breaking down exact to the level I'm going to the subject matter that we sometimes think of or characterize when we say the business of show business. That's all. Because this profession has no entry barrier, you guys. It's even more so today. You don't have to actually go to class to call yourself an actor. You don't have to pass the bar. You don't have to do anything. You can just take a picture of yourself and put it on an online casting portal. You could even just go do some video in your backyard and put it up. I mean, this is something that we're allowed to do. So please, post watching this, just go sit with yourself. That's all I'm asking you to do. It's an action task. I'll always be giving you action tasks to do along with the learning. Just go sit with yourself and figure out why I want to do this for money, because it's going to affect how you hear me, and it's going to affect how you pursue the profession. It's also going to affect what you choose to focus on and what you choose to hear first. You may eventually hear other things later. Again, no judgment. It's up to you. I'm just sharing with you it's a really, really good idea for you to do that. That's why the Start Here video, that's why it's important to me, because I want you to start there and I want you to go forward with me, okay? And, if for whatever reason you ever specifically want to go one-on-one, I mean, hey, go to kevinewest.com, look at the blog, look at the book. You can find coaching with me there. That's all well and good. What I really want you to do in the meantime is just hear me, let it absorb. Get your friends to come to the channel. Get your enemies to come to the channel. Get the friends of their enemies to come to the channel. Everybody get on here so that my global thespians can be on the same page with me, the Kevin E. from Nashville, Tennessee, on Q-tips. I just want you to get on the Q train now. Let it sink in. Figure out the answer that you have to that question before you watch the next video. And if you have time, follow me on IG, the Kevin E, because I'm doing a 30-minute IG live 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at the time of posting this. But we're also going to keep it as a library. So if you're someplace in early 2022, going through 2022, just go ahead and jump on and watch some IG Live. We'll see you guys real soon.